Hello everyone, this is Carissa from Summerlin Studios, and we're going to talk about how to install your reusable blocks and the reusable block helper plugin that you got with your block download. So what you'll see here is this is the actual block pack that I downloaded, and then this is the helper plugin. So I have two different zip files. And the important thing to note is this one is the plugin, the reusable blocks dashboard. We're not going to unzip that one. This one, which is the actual reusable block pack itself, and you might have multiple if you purchase multiple, those ones do need to be unzipped. I'm using a Windows PC, but depending on your computer, we're going to unzip this. And then you should be left with a folder that has your list of all of the reusable blocks in it. And once that's done, then we can go ahead and install it on our website. So we're going to come to a WordPress dashboard of your website. And the first thing we're going to do is install the helper plugin. That will help us do the rest of this. So we're going to go to Plugins, Add New, and click on Upload Plugin. Click on Choose File, and then you're going to navigate to the folder that you downloaded to that we were just in before, and then you're going to select the still zipped plugin file. Click Open, and then Install Now. And once it's installed, you can activate it. So what that's going to do now is if we go under Tools, you'll now see at the bottom of your Tools menu this Manage Reusable Blocks item. Otherwise, that's not there, and there's no quick way to get to your reusable blocks. So this is just going to add this to your menu for you and kind of gives you a shortcut to be able to manage them and add your new blocks. So right now it's blank. If you have added reusable blocks yourself on your site before, those would show up here. This is a brand new site, so I don't have any yet. But the important thing is this import from JSON up here. So we're going to click on that, and then again on Choose File. And now we're going to go into the folder of the unzipped zip file that has all of our individual reusable blocks in here. So depending on which pack you bought, you will have a different number in here and they will be labeled different ways, but these will be all the blocks in your pack. I do recommend adding all of them now, going ahead and importing each one, just because then you don't have to keep track of it, even if you don't plan on using them all. Unfortunately, there is no way to select all of these and import them all at once, which would be very handy if you could. So we're just going to go down the list and start with the first one. Click Open and click Import. Now it's going to tell you it imported successfully. It doesn't show it unless you refresh the page. So then we're going to keep going and we're just going to import each one individually until we have them all here. Make sure you click Import, Choose File, and then Import to actually add it. And you can refresh just to make sure it's actually there. So just repeat this for your entire list. And you get the idea. I won't bore you by going through them all now, but you would repeat that so you have them all here. Now you can, if you don't remember what they look like, you can open your block here. If you click on the block title, it's going to open it for you. You can actually make edits in here to your block, but this is going to edit your original copy. So if you make a change here, then if you wanted to go back to the original copy that you purchased, you'd have to go re-import it. This is not editing any individual spot where you put this into your page. This is kind of your source of truth. So I don't generally recommend making edits here. You're going to make the edits when you actually insert them in your page. But if you want to see what they look like, you can hop in here to see what they look like. All right, so let's go to a page and we'll talk about how to insert your blocks. So we're going to make a brand new page here. And we're going to click the plus button just like we would to add a normal block. Go to Browse All. And you'll notice now too, if you never used reusable blocks before, this tab wasn't even there. But now you have a tab called Reusable. And if you click on that, you'll see all your blocks that you just imported. And the handy thing here is if you hover over them, it does show you a preview of what they look like. And then if you want to go ahead and insert them, then you just click the button to insert into your site. Now, the important thing that I do want to mention here is, again, goes back to whether you're editing this specific occurrence of the block on this specific page, or if you're editing the block itself. So you'll see right here, see how it's got the block and it says the reusable block title here? We're inside a reusable block. If I go in here and I edit this, this is actually changing that reusable block we just looked at. This is changing your source of truth. This is changing the original block. You will no longer have this original version unless you re-import it. So assuming that you want to maybe use this on different pages of your site and have it look different in each spot, or even multiple times on the same page, it's really important that you click this button, Convert to Regular Blocks. And now, if I go ahead and edit this, it's only editing this specific occurrence of it. It also will now show you exactly how it actually looks. Since it still essentially is locked, it doesn't expand it to your full page width or anything like that. So now you see what it actually looks like. It makes it easier to edit. So it is really important to make sure you do that. If you do ever accidentally edit the original block, I've done that myself, just because of the way where they sort of put the buttons in the new WordPress version, you can go back and re-import the original one. You still have it. It's not like you ever lost your original block. You can always just re-import it and it'll be there. But just try to make sure that you do click that block first. So now you can go ahead and change this to whatever you want. And depending on the block, you'll edit it in the way of that block. So in this case, this is the background image. So I can go ahead and add an image from my site to replace it. So it's personalized to look like my site now. I do have, if you're not really familiar with Cadence and you're sort of new to that, if you look at my YouTube channel, I do have some various videos talking about specific types of blocks and how to customize them, especially ones like this that's a row block that really have a lot of different options and you want to be able to utilize them. So go ahead and watch those if you want help on how to actually customize these. But for the most part, it's just a matter of plugging in your text and your images, and the block settings are more or less done for you. So hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below or go to my website and you can contact me that way. Thanks for watching.